Hey there! Welcome to my October After the Pen. This month was really hectic, and you will be able to tell from my overflowing pages. Starting with the cover and those floating pumpkins, I really enjoy drawing those in a variety of colors which actual pumpkins have, like green, blue, and purple, so I just played with the tones. And then this quote was ever so fitting because it is a time of the year when I start to get busy, which I enjoy, so it was definitely spicier. This was my mood board, which had to include pumpkin treats like lattes, cupcakes, pies, and this year I actually got to buy a pumpkin and made some of those, which are always a favorite of mine in this season. My health tracker, as you can see, I had a lot of cravings here, but mostly the color green represents a middle ground, which is what I see most, so that's a lot of progress. And of course, I love that once again I didn't have any bad days when it came to my mood. Days when I was tired or a bit stressed were less, and that's great considering I got busier. I was still working on my sleep, which is like the story of my life. I go to bed really late and I was trying to get up earlier and was able to make it at the end of the month when we switched back to the non-daylight saving schedule. We had an extra hour of sleep, which I ignored, and from then on, I have been waking up at 6 a.m., which has been my goal for years. I'll talk about that next month, which is when I was able to reap the benefits. My meal tracker was crazy. Just look at this. So many cheating days. When I compare it to September, for example, I did a lot less of cheat days. And if we go farther to August, I think I had just 3 days where I cheated. So this shows that I am weaker as the year comes to an end because a lot of tempting things start to appear. To be honest, I also cheated because I knew in November I would start a strict program to heal my digestion, and so I thought I might as well say goodbye to all the processed foods that I love. But this will definitely change in November. Aside from the first week, I haven't had a single cheat day, and I won't until I finish in January. As usual, my doodle spread is always something that I love doing. And the owl here is the only one in a dark color because I realized that the contrast was too much. So I switched for a beige color for the rest of the month, and it really brought everything together with this cozy and warm vibe. My Inktober spread was a lot of fun as well. You can see all these little stories in every little drawing, and it really helped me de-stress because, as busy as I was, taking a few minutes to draw something humorous made my mood a lot more chill and calm. I also loved using just one ink and diluting it to come up with different shades of this gorgeous turquoise. And this ink in particular was amazing for this because it has metallic particles and they pop up from the page in a beautiful contrast. It's Emerald of Shibor from Hervin Inks, and it definitely is one of my most favorite inks to draw with. Then, I always look forward to my fall challenge. Among my favorite things during this month, it was a DIY pumpkin spice latte, which I'm still using, and I just love the smell of it. It smells like dessert. There was a day where I unplugged for the whole day, and that was really relaxing too. Many of my challenges were food related, so I made pancakes, I had tea with biscuits, My blanket fort was so cozy and entertaining, but I had a lot of questions on this one, which was my comforting book, and it's My Stories by Arnold Lovell. If you Google him, he is an author and illustrator that has some of the most amazing images that actually inspired me as a child. This book in particular was a masterpiece to me, not only because I loved the cute drawings, but also the stories were so whimsy and clever. Like this one about the four winds blowing a mouse with all of his stuff into the ocean, and so it all becomes an island where he gets to live. And then my favorite one was about a mouse who traveled a lot to see his mom, and he used all means of transport until they broke, even his feet. So he just bought a new pair of feet. I remember that I was mind blown by this, but I loved it. So I asked my mom to read this to me every single night. If you have a chance to look him up, his storytelling and style of drawing influence and inspire me in more than one way. So I will forever treasure this book. If you are from Mexico, you will recognize that these are very vintage price tags. So, like I said, this challenge was not only fun but also delicious. I perfected my homemade pumpkin spice latte, and I also tried a new recipe for chai cookies, which is to die for. I still have to bake a pie, but that will be happening soon, because I found a recipe for a crustless, healthy pumpkin pie that I'm really looking forward to try. The first weekend of the month, I went to the beach with my family, and we had not done that together since the pandemic started. So it was lovely to go see the sunset and just enjoy creation. For the first week, I made these beautiful pumpkins using Ferris Wheel press inks and loved the experience. I actually painted them with a group of artist friends through Zoom, and that made it a lot more special. This is when I started the theory part of my digestion course and learned so much. I still am learning, and I am so glad that I bought the course because it really is changing my habits and my overall health. This week, I also made my fall decor, which was a blast. It was really messy but fun. It is always satisfying to do your own stuff for less money and to your liking as well. I pretty much carved holes in styrofoam bowls, painted them, wrapped some ribbon around them, and then added a branch from the garden. I couldn't find a bigger one, so I will have to switch it when I see a thicker one. For this week, I made a rolling weekly which is completely filled out. My favorites this time were a cardamom latte that I learned to prepare and that now I am addicted to. It's the perfect, warm, cozy drink to cuddle with. And then there's also a smoothie that tastes like lemon pie with the biscuits and all, except that it doesn't have calories and it's a lot healthier. I have all these notes, which are tips to start the mornings in a productive way. They are from the book The 5 a.m. Club, and I have already started to implement it in my life. So after years of trying, I am finally making the habit of becoming a morning person. I guess that all I needed was to read the right book and get the motivation. I highly recommend it if you are also aiming to wake up earlier and make it count. On the weekend, a dear friend of mine gifted me this pencil case, which shows just how well she knows me, and more than that, the appreciation that she has for me. It really touched me because she was moved to give me this that was totally in tune with who I am. For this weekly, I use craft paper, washi, and washi tapes. I love how the golden details make it all pop up. A friend of mine sold those washi tapes to me. And I really love the fall theme that they all have along with those warm tones. If you are interested and you live in Merida, I will link her Instagram below. She has lots of cute stationery items, and I fell in love with those as soon as I saw them. This day, I went to the beach to get some pictures for my new logo because I changed my username to Nala's Shore. I felt it resounds a lot more with who I am, and once you see my new animation for this channel, you will get why I chose it. Then this week, I also ordered a sort of Victorian tea set, because now I have the habit of starting my morning with a tea. And I felt that I needed a bright traditional teacup to pour it in and enjoy. And this one definitely caught my eye on Amazon. I'm gonna link it below. I love the little bee inside the cup, the tiny ladybug and the dragonfly, which actually is my favorite animal. So I have really been enjoying it all mornings. It makes my spirits bright, and I think it's really cute and delicate. Another highlight was that my older sister, who is an artist and she paints, she decided to start an Instagram account of her artwork. I will also link it below so that you can go show her some love. Needless to say, she's been another one of my huge inspirations in my life, especially when it comes to being artistic. So check her account out, and I hope that you give her a follow. At the end of this week, I tried a new brand of vegan and gluten-free cupcakes, and they were honestly the best ones that I have tried. Again, if you live in Merida, I'm gonna link the shop below. Their red velvet is really to die for. The final week of the month, I tried a new recipe of chai cookies, and now I am obsessed. I also bought a couple of ceramic pieces because I needed some props for a new project, which is coming soon. And when I saw this, I was just so excited. This mint color is really cool, soothing and fresh, and it was just a perfect set for my journaling videos. They are supposed to be a cookie container, a bowl, and also a drink container, sort of. But I will definitely be putting my stationery in there, and now I need to make a not expense tracker for 2022 because I definitely prefer minimal spaces rather than crowded ones, so I really can buy any other decoration no matter how cute they are. So that's definitely a goal for 2022. The next highlight is once again from the washi tape shop. I ordered a floral set which goes beautifully with my journal for 2022. They are perfect together, and I have to say that I am already setting everything up. So look forward to that video, which will be coming very soon. It usually is one of my most viewed videos, and I am really looking forward for you to see what I prepare for the next year. And well, I just love this whole bundle. And I added a little extra washi tape, which just got my attention because those colors have been my favorite as of late. And to finish the month, I got to try the new Starbucks Red Velvet Latte, which is practically dessert. And this is pretty much how I said goodbye to October, with the same fleeting pumpkins that welcome the month. So I guess that's it. I hope that you enjoy this after the pen. November is as hectic as October, but I am really enjoying it a lot more. To find out why, don't miss my November after the pen, where I will tell you all about it. Thank you so much for being here and for your ongoing support. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, subscribe and click that bell for more journaling content. And as usual, thank you so much for watching.